you must take care of the audience. You must be interactive with the audience. You must be interested. If you are interested, the audience will be interested. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I wanted to share with you a few tips on how to make a good oral presentation. I got those tips from the book How to Develop Self-Confidence and Influence People by Public Speaking, written by Dale Carnegie. So in the beginning of the book, the author explains that public speaking is not easy, you know. I mean, if you did it already, you know that the first time you do it, you heard that starts beating a lot, you maybe start sweating, you have dry mouth, sometimes some people are trembling a bit, some tremor, and it does not mean it has to remain like that. If you train, you can become better. And in today's video, I will try to help you to become a good public speaker and how to make good and captivating presentations that people want to listen to, and not just basic scientific presentations that we always hear. So the first tip is to start with a strong and persistent desire. When you speak, try to speak with your heart. Like, put your heart into your talk. Be really enthusiastic, smile, and show the audience that you want to share your work and that you are happy to be here and that you want to teach them things and that what you did matters to you and that it's important. Be natural, share your emotions. If you are natural, the audience will feel it, and you will together be a good match. The second tip is to know your topic. Know what you are going to talk about. If you need to prepare a lot, it's fine. Just don't learn by heart your text. That makes sense, but still a lot of people do it. And it's not that interesting just to have someone reading his slides. Your slides are here to guide you, so use them as a guidance. And so when you have your slides, you can just put images on them and you just look at them so you remember what you need to talk about. But do not put too much text, otherwise you will just tend to read them. Some people do that, and it's really annoying. So when you prepare your talk, before starting making your slides or whatever, if you have the time, of course, think about it for 1 week. Think about what you want to speak about. Think about all those things. Think about what you want to speak about, and think about how to make a good story. How can you make a clear story? This is really important, to have a clear story. The third tip is to visualize. So basically, when you are preparing yourself and training to make your presentation, what is really nice to do is to visualize your audience. So imagine hundreds or thousands of people in front of you and present as confidently as if it would be the D-Day. So be happy, be confident, put your heart into the thing. And if you do it really good, once you will be presenting, you will feel like a deja vu. You will feel like you already did that in the past, even if you just visualized it. If you are even more anxious, you can maybe try to imagine that the audience owes you money. All the people in the audience owes you money, or they owe you something. So you're kind of not superior to them, but they're telling them that they are here for you and they owe you something, you know. The fourth tip is to act confident. If you want to feel brave, act as if you were brave. So to do that, you just, when you arrive, walk slowly, stand straight, put your shoulders in the back, and don't move your hands like when some people do like that, or don't do that. It's it looks weird, you know. So just put them down And if you cannot, you can take, the pointer or laser to show. Therefore, your hands won't touch each other. And if you do that, when you arrive, just look at the audience, straight on the eye like that. And then start talking. Talk loud enough so everyone can hear you. The fifth tip is about the audience. You must take care of the audience. You must be interactive with the audience. You must be interested. If you are interested, the audience will be interested. They will ask questions, they will enjoy your talk. Also know the type of audience that will be present. Are we going to know about your topic, or is it new topic? Is it a really focused audience? Is it your lab? Is it something more general? If it's something more general, don't hesitate to explain everything in details, to be sure that everyone understands. And you can even just ask them like, okay, do you correctly understand me? The sixth tip is to speak as if the audience was your friend. So what you do is you speak naturally, like no stress. You can just chill, basically. You no need to speak with in a formal manner or whatever. Just speak normally and enjoy how you talk with the audience. You are just here to share something you learned, and the audience is here to listen to it and to enjoy the moment. You are here to spend a good time with the audience. It's not a fight. The seventh tip is how to be more captivating. So there are a few things you can do. I know I'm not the best at it, but I will share it with you anyway. So before big ideas, you can stop. And then stop after the big idea again. By doing that, you show the audience that this point is important, and you put the emphasis on it. The second thing you can do is to stress the right words, so you can, put more strength in words that are important for you. You can, for example, also take your time to say a certain thing. Like, for example, if I tell you $30 million or $5 million, which one sounds the more strong? It's the $5 million, right? Even if it's 6 times less money. So, yeah, it's all about how you say these words and the sentences. But I mean, it's not that important. It's just if you want to sound more dramatic or more good. But at the beginning, it's not the most important thing to improve. The eighth part is about how to make a good start. So to make a good start, you must arouse curiosity. And you must prepare it. You must prepare the first sentences you are going to say during your talk. So to arouse curiosity, there are a few things you can do. For example, what you can do is to say some shocking fact or something surprising. Like, did you know that there are still 17 countries in the world that practice slavery? People don't expect that because everyone thinks slavery does not exist anymore. Or, for example, you can also, did you know that worldwide, the number of people suffering from depression corresponds to all the inhabitants in the USA? It's quite surprising when you think about it, but it's so. By doing that, people will be, wow, okay, I didn't know that. And they will pay attention and they will get their focus on it. What you can also do is to say a short story about what happened to you. Like, yesterday I was working when I suddenly saw that person and whatever, and you just brought on it. The ninth tip is how to close your talk. So there are many ways you can do it. So for example, what you can do if you want to close it is to just summarize your points. Quickly you just say, okay, so we review that, to be sure that everyone understood your talk. The other thing you can do is to say some nice quotations, you know, some famous people or some poems or whatever that is linked to your talk, you know, something nice. But the one I prefer is appeal to action, a call to action. Propose the audience to do something. If your talk was about exercise, just tell the audience, can you do some exercise? Like, I propose you to do 10 squats tomorrow morning and the day after and for a week. 10 squats every morning, and tell me how you feel after it. The 10th part is about how to make your meaning clear. So what can you do to be clear when you say something? Napoleon said that you have to be clear, and some other person said everything that can be misunderstood will be misunderstood. That's why you have to be clear when you speak. And to do that, there are a few things you can do. First, avoid the technical terms. Avoid to say words that are really difficult to understand. The second thing is to compare what you say with something that means something to the people. For example, if you say that there are 60,000 people in Alaska, and that the Alaska is 600,000 square meters or something like that. I'm not sure about what he said. Square miles, okay. This does not mean much to someone, you know. You're like, okay, that seems big, but what does it mean? Well, if then you compare it to something that the people know, like the Alaska has the size of 20 states together. So 20 states, you know, it's like people in the US know the size of the states, and they know that 20 states is a lot. And then you can you compare the number of inhabitants to a closer city. You say like 10 times less inhabitants than the city where you are presenting, for example. So people, when they catch it, you know, they understand what it means basically. Oh yeah, and don't try to say too much. Try to keep it straight to a few points, you know, like if you have 10 minutes talk, maybe make 2-3 points, but don't make more. Sometimes I got lectures from professors that are doing that lecture for so long, but they still don't realize they don't have the time to do it. Every time it's in 2-hour lecture, they have like 150 slides, and they're like, oh, I don't have the time, so they rush it, and then you don't understand anything. So just keep it straight, have only a few points you want to share, and therefore everyone will be more happy, and everyone will be happy not to have too much to remember, and we will therefore remember better. In that book is also full of nice anecdotes and other things like that. For example, the author explains why the month of July is named like that. So it's after Julius Caesar, who wanted to have a month in his name, so Julius, July. And then the next emperor, Augustus, also wanted a month. So he decided to take the month after, Augustus. But Augustus didn't want to have less days than Julius. So he decided to steal one day of February and to put it in August. So they had the same number of days. And yeah, and I think it's nice, you know, you learn some nice anecdotes and other things. So I would definitely recommend you to read that book. It's not that long, it's like some short pocket books. So thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed that video and that it has been helpful for you or for your future presentation. Please just comment below if you have anything to say, or if you want to give me some feedback on how I can improve my videos. Just like the video if you liked it, don't hesitate to share it, and subscribe to my channel, and I see you in another video. Ciao.